What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with some more fantasy football content today. I am talking about our quarterback one weekly streamers. These are quarterbacks you're going to be adding off of waivers to try to stick into your starting lineup, get that top quarterback production if you didn't spend the draft capital at the quarterback position, and are looking for those weekly matchups against poor defenses. I've got you covered. That's what a streamer is. And this is Fantasy Joe. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Going to be bringing you all the weekly content, weekly rankings to keep you up to date. Waiver wire, streamers, rankings, buy lows, sell highs, all that good stuff. So hit that subscribe button if you want to beat your friends and family in fantasy football. If not, just pass along by. Like, comment, all that good stuff. I respond to all comments. Let me know what you think about these guys in the comment section down below. Let's jump right into it. First up, we've got Trevor Lawrence versus the Houston Texans. I am firing up Trevor Lawrence with full confidence this week. He is owned in about 75% of the league, so you have to factor that in. But that means a quarter of you are still going to be able to snag him out there and play him. He'd be my top option from this list. Currently, I have him ranked as my 8th best quarterback for this week. Pretty high, mainly because the Houston Texans defense struggles against the quarterback position, and they've gotten significantly worse since last year, losing J.J. Watt and some other players. Obviously, Deshaun Watson's not playing this year either, so I don't think they have a whole lot to play for. I don't think they really believe, to be honest with you. Let's talk about. So they gave up the 14th most points to quarterbacks last year, and like I said, they've got significantly worse since last year. So I expect Trevor Lawrence to ball. He looked good against the Cowboys. That was going against a lot of second-team guys, but still, he finally put it all together. They've got some pretty solid weapons there in Jacksonville. I think he'll get it going versus the Texans this week. Next up, I've got Ryan Fitzpatrick versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Ryan Fitzpatrick is only owned at 23.3% of leagues, so you're going to be able to fire him up in most of the leagues you're in if you're looking to stream him. The Chargers last year gave it the 11th most points to quarterbacks. Now, I think the Chargers defense is pretty solid. I think they're going to get better this year, but the reason I'm firing up Ryan Fitzpatrick is because I think that this game has, the likelihood for a shootout. I think, not maybe a shootout, but I think the Chargers will be able to put some points up with Herbert. The Redskins, or the football team, have a good defense, but the Chargers have a good offense, so I think they'll be able to put some points up. Ryan Fitzpatrick will need to answer. He likes to push the ball downfield. He's got Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel both looking like they're going to be healthy for this week. I'd be ready to fire up Ryan Fitzpatrick if I needed to. Like I said, owned in 23.3% of leagues. I currently have him ranked as my 13th best quarterback this year. And last year, the Chargers gave up the 11th most points to the quarterback position. So, fire up Ryan Fitzpatrick. Next up, we're getting into the deep guys now. I wanted to put some deep guys in here because I know we've got a bunch of 2-quarterback league guys that follow me, a bunch of people that drafted Trey Lance or something like that, and we don't know if he's going to be the starter or not at this point, or if it's going to be 2 quarterbacks, or what the system's going to be. So if you're looking to fire somebody up this week, Sam Darnold is your guy versus the New York Jets. Sam Darnold got ranked 15th this week. He is owned in only 5.9% of leagues, so you're basically going to be able to get him in any league you're in, unless somebody already has him, obviously. Last year, the Jets gave up the 3rd most points to the quarterback position, giving up 26.2 points per game on average. This year, Sam Darnold has Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, Terrace Marshall. He's got way more weapons than he's ever had in his career, a better offensive line than he's ever had in his career, and is facing a Jets defense in a revenge game that's pretty awful. Fire up Sam Darnold with full confidence this week. I'm ready to roll him out there. I've got no qualms about it. I think he's going to have a good week against the Jets. I think he'll get you 20 and maybe even more. I think he's going to be pissed off to go against this Jets defense. I think he's going to have a good game. All right, our next guy up. This is even deeper. Zach Wilson versus the Carolina Panthers. This is if you're really desperate. Maybe all these guys are owned in your league. I always throw some of these guys in there for 2-quarterback leagues. You might not be starting these guys up in your typical 12-man league, but there is a reason for them being in here. So Zach Wilson, I currently have ranked as my 23rd best quarterback this week. He's only owned in 15.5% of the leagues. The Carolina Panthers last year gave it the 10th most points to the quarterback position. I'm not saying he's going to go out there and have, the greatest debut of all time or anything like that, but I think that the Panthers are going to be able to score points against this Jets defense. They're going to need to throw to catch up. Uh, and I see Zach Wilson. He's looked good in the preseason. Obviously, he'll get starters and first-team guys, but I'm not terribly worried about the Carolina Panthers defense. To be honest with you, I think he'll be okay against them. I think he'll be serviceable this week. So if you're desperate, plug Zach Wilson in there. I think you can do a lot worse than that. If you guys have made it to this point in the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. If you have any questions or comments, any start sits about quarterbacks, let me know down below. I'll respond as always. Any other questions as well. This has been Fantasy Joe. Thank you guys for watching.